do justice. Like,
not you calling me Seth Rollins.
You're the tweener. Between me and Cristina, you're definitely the tweener.
That's so true. That's so true.
I'm the baby face. Come for my
You're the face, and I'm the heel. Like, I had to do justice. Like,
I love that.
I love it. It was amazing. It was
Thank you. I had to do it justice. I had to figure it out because we are, and sound off to Seindole, aka Bonnet, who's supposed to be who's our special guest here tonight when she gets here. Because she is the one who actually came up with the new name, Schoolin Sessions.
Yes,
I love that.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out a name for the life of us, and it was just like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna call it? She was like, Schoolin Sessions. When I tell you, this 24-hour extravaganza in Chicago literally had our wheels turning.
No, I need to know all about that.
I want to hear everything about it, like absolutely everything.
Because legit, I just look at the text message and y'all are like, "We're here," and I'm like, "We're here where?" Everyone was going to Legends 10 p.m. the night before. So what's going on?
We weren't going to Legends 10 p.m. the night before. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of the backstory. So P hit me and was like, "Oh, hey guys, no, she hit me and was like, oh, her job decided to pay to send her out to Survivor Series or whatever." And she was like, do you mind? She asked me if I minded if she went because she knows that Survivor Series is my favorite. I said, girl, go do your thing. You getting paid to go. Be great. So then literally probably about, I think after we got off of our meeting that night or whatever, I hit up Seindole. I was just like, hey, I think we should go to Survivor Series. And we ended up going to Survivor. I mean, I already had the credential to go, and I didn't want to miss out on going
right.
of, issues out here. And we all know, like, I'm the new Bianca Belair. I'm a three-peat. Like, come on.
Listen, I was legit, not even 3 hours before, I was telling Greg, I was like, I know that Krista and Seindole are going to Legends. So should we think about perhaps, and then the whole we here or Stephanie walked right by us. I was like,
walk by where? That's what I'm like, what y'all talking about?
As soon as you were like at Legends, I was like, Pablo, wait, no. They made it to fucking Chicago. What you mean? When did this happen? Like, how this yesterday y'all were here in this state? What I missed. This is not surprising though. Like, this is something that y'all would do 1,000%.
No facts.
It is. And when I say the weather in Chicago, New York has, like, right now, it feels like summertime compared to what Chicago gave. I mean, like, I had to call my friend because she's from there, but she lives out here, and I had to call her. I was like, and I don't ever FaceTime her. Like, we're always like texting. So I was just like, hey girl, this is what you have to deal with? Like, why did you have to deal with this?
Never moving to Chicago.
Like,
it's because it's on that lake. That lake messes everything up. I'm telling you, that lake
fun.
That lake is treacherous.
Like, this is like, it's literally.
You think you're at the North Pole?
I was at somebody's pole, and that was
right.
It was so cold. It was so cold, and I'm just like, I don't know how y'all do this. Like, I was like, I probably would still complain about New York weather because I hate the wintertime. I hate the cold. But that like, we're not even blowing smoke out of our mouths.
It was different. It is different.
It was just like the thickness. It was the thickness of smoke that came out of my mouth was as thick as Braun Strowman's beard.
No.
And I'm just like,
I'm going there in a few weeks, and I'm not ready for that.
Ooh.
Hi, Millie.
Hey, Millie.
All right,
why are you going? Like, are you not listening to me as I'm speaking to you? Why?
I gotta go for work, but
especially now that it's gotten colder. No, why are you going? Why are you going? Braun's beard is crazy,
but it's the truth. That's how thick
it is.
The
listen, baby was not made for that climate. I rebuke this. You have fun. You will never catch me there. Well, hello,
I'm over there just
Mr.
trying to
One
get.
Cool Dog.
I'm over there just trying to make some money. That's the only reason why I'm going.
I mean, period. You got to make your money. You got to make your coin.
Yeah, but I'm not ready for
Just
that.
make
I'm not ready for the wind chill. I'm not ready for
But
that.
I don't even know if we can call it a wind chill. I just feel like Dr. Freeze came and just like.
It's just another universe in the winter out there.
Really?
I'm like, who pissed you off?
That's
like,
more the thing. The second they were like Survivor Series November Chicago, I was like, so won't be there. Will not. I don't care what happened. My favorite wrestler would come back from the dead, and I wasn't going to be there.
Wish he was there, huh?
Yes, but no, because I'm like, like I want to be there because of what happened, but like at the same time, I'm good at the crib.
Because
I have fun.
I have fun. Period.
I was in Rhode Island, so it was fine.
I saw you with your like cute setup that you had, your tablet just like giving you life with the rest of the wall in the back. You just like strain them eyes, baby. But you watched. You were up to date.
Not strain them eyes. This iPad big. What are you talking about? This iPad is good.
Listen, I'm in my 30s. Everything strains my eyes. Where my
Everything strains. Pablo, you're not in your 30s yet, I don't think. So you ain't get there yet.
I only got 2 years.
It's coming.
Oh, so you're on the verge of straining eyes. Got it.
Pretty much. Me looking at the screen right now, looking at these comments.
Right,
like,
just look at this.
Who said Colt 603?
Hey. But no,
how you doing?
Survivor Series was legit. Yes, Millie, I know. And I literally forgot to.
Millie, we don't got tickets.
And it's crazy.
Oh, not y'all fumbled.
I fumbled, but I'm still getting the bag. Like I'm going.
But you know what? I was gonna say. But you know what? It don't even matter because it's not like Roman's gonna be there this week. He's going to Minneapolis next week.
First of all, I have
Randy.
This big.
I want to see Randy. I love seeing Randy Orton. Like seeing Randy
is a treat. Seeing Randy is a treat.
True.
And then he gonna be on Logan Paul's show, and I just know Logan Paul about to get RKO'd. I just know it.
He is.
I mean,
I'm planning out the Mania matches in my head now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about where everybody's standing right now. Who gonna be at Mania? Who gonna be at Rumble? I'm planning it out.
And CM Punk definitely gonna have to hash it out.
Seth, CM Punk, Roman, Cody, LA Knight, Logan Paul.
That's good.
Ray and Santos.
Yeah, actually. Santos.
That's good.
I want Io Bailey. I just want it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I want that.
I want that.
Rhea, I'm going out on a limb and saying Rhea Jade.
Fuck that. I want Rhea Randy.
Or Rhea Randy.
I was so ready for Randy to RKO her last week. Or last week. Monday.
I want Rhea to pull a Nia Jax when Nia entered the Royal Rumble. And she got 619. She got something else and then she got RKO'd.
It was a famouser, a 619, and an RKO.
That's what I want for Rhea. Truthfully. All the men she done screwed over by being part of the Judgment Day, I want her to get in the Royal Rumble and get put down.
Get out of here.
But also I think we're getting Jimmy and Jay. Like I think it's gonna be a crazy and I think if it's not Rhea Jade, it's Rhea Becky.
Do we have a Rhea Becky yet?
I don't think we do.
They have not touched gloves at all.
At all?
Gosh.
Never. They've not even crossed paths yet.
Shit.
They're doing that on purpose. That's why I'm like, it's gonna be them. I think
it's bound to happen. It has to happen.
Yeah, I think they'll find a way for Bianca, Charlotte, Jade to be in WrestleMania. They should, but I don't know what's gonna happen.
Honestly, at this point, especially with CM Punk being back, I don't think that Jade is gonna be on Mania. Maybe SummerSlam.
That's too far out.
Nah, if anything, right? I could see her winning the Royal Rumble. I could see them doing one of those. It just really depends on her development.
Yeah, no, that's
Random Raw in DC.
That's actually true.
Okay. It just depends on her development, like what they think.
This is why Justin is the note keeper. because he knows these
Cross
things.
paths, a random Ron DC, and then they kept them away from each other. But yeah, it's gonna be a good Mania. I know that much.
Britannica, like you just
No,
asked
legit.
Justin, and he like knows.
Justin,
like,
you gotta change your name from the illest
Between
Rican
Justin
to
and Brian, I can
No.
never not know any wrestling facts.
No, I was gonna
That's
say he got to
actually true.
change his name from the illest Rican to Britannica of Wrestling or something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, please. Yes,
Justin, we
please.
voted and you lost, so put it in the notes. So
The
let's
Britannica
get
Wrestling.
let's get into some things before Bonnet gets on here. So I had sent y'all a screenshot between Bully Ray and Charlotte Flair. Now, if you guys were on Twitter, because wrestling has been going crazy. Oh, Bonnet is here. Wrestling has been going crazy.
There she go.
Minute.
My CM Punk role partner.
All right, not too much. However, Bully Ray told Charlotte that they would like to see, like, he wants to have a death match with Charlotte Flair.
I want it.
And I'm just like,
since Tessa Blanchard not allowed around these parts no more, give it to us.
But I'll see Tessa Blanchard in a death match any day, and that's probably God work on me on that, because you know what my intentions were for that one.
But since she's gone now, Charlotte is next up to me.
All right, let's welcome up to the front, Bonnet. Hey.
Period.
Hello.
Pepsi Bonnet.
Partnership.
Pepsi Bonnet.
Pepsi.
Manifesting sponsorship with Pepsi. Manifesting.
Because Pepsi is better. But
what's up, you guys?
Hey,
Scarf.
Hey, Bonnet.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Girl.
I didn't tell them yet, but I want to get this potential or future death match between Charlotte and Bully Ray out of the way.
Wait, what now?
So, Charlotte had tweeted out that she's not even at her prime. And Bully Ray said, okay, when you are in your prime, I want to challenge you to a death match. And she said, hell yes. So now I'm just like, is that something that we really can see for Charlotte? Like her actually being in a death match? Like not a death match, not a censored WWE style death match. I mean like
a full-on
dark side of the ring type death match.
I think she'd do it, and I think she'd do it in GCW.
Yeah, I'm about to say GCW top death match.
I see her doing it against Bully. I see her doing it against Matt Cardona. Like I just think she'd do it.
I don't know. I can't.
Why is everyone obsessed with death matches now?
I just don't see it.
I don't think she'd do it.
I don't know, guys.
It would be like after she left WWE for sure. Like they would never allow her to do it now. But I could see it one time, like a cool one-off.
But
she also has a flair and won't sit her ass down. So
that's true.
Yes.
I just feel like death matches are just like it would be beneath her. I'm sorry, like it would be so beneath her.
But like, imagine her doing a moonsault with like a barbed wire.
I don't even want that.
On the Bully Ray. I want it for him. That's why I want her to do it. I just want her to do it to him.
Though, all jokes aside, like one of her implants or both could fucking burst.
That too.
That's true.
Match.
I don't want that. I don't
imagine that storyline.
I don't want to.
You made me pop my implant.
Can you imagine the dirt sheets? Can you imagine the dirt sheet articles? Charlotte
That's
Flair
probably more of the thing. That's probably more of the thing is that I think people would like think she's not a Flair, like not up to standard anymore if she did it. Like I think they'd think of her as less than for doing it. Whereas
but like I said, I just feel like it's beneath her, so I don't even.
Not one cool dog with the Silicon Valley death match.
It's like, yeah, you know, I think I see it as beneath her. I'm sick.
You know who I can see doing it more than I can see doing it instead of her? I could see it out of more like I could see it more like a Shayna Baszler probably getting involved in a death match, or like because they're both like I need a grit girl in a death match.
You know who I can see in a death match, and I'm not even going to say, and I'm not even going OD. Hey, Rakarsha, I can see
April,
this newer version of Mercedes in a death match because of her time in Japan.
That's what I was going to say, though.
Mercedes, Sasha Banks,
Monet. Monet.
Like,
but that's what I was going to say. If Charlotte were to leave and do something in Japan, it's like you got to go beyond the indie circuit for a minute before I see you doing that. Like, you can't just pull up to a death match. Like, who do you think you are? Like, chill.
Right.
But if she hung out on the indies for 6 months, a year, then I'd be like, I don't see why she wouldn't do it. I see her doing it just because so she could say she did it. At this point, I think she's just like, let me be able to say I did it.
You could say that you did it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
But
just to say I was there, I did that shit. It just rolls.
But I would love to see her beat Bully Ray ass, though. I love seeing Bully Ray get his ass beat.
Him got some unresolved issues. Clearly,
that'd be nice.
That's my boy.
So I'll join her. I absolutely will. So now that the lovely Bonnet is here, and you guys would like to know how our 24-hour in Chicago went.
How the hell we ended up in Rosemont?
Please.
And I want to kind of call advertisement on WWE out because they had me thinking I was going to Chicago, deep dish city, shameless, the bear type Chicago. Bitch, you was in Rosemont. The fuck? Like I was like, this is bootleg, but then again, it's good.
It came in clutch because we didn't have to take
it came in clutch.
Arena.
Right. And we it literally took only 6 minutes from where we were at to get to the arena. But yeah, y'all had people bamboozled because I thought I was going to be like meeting like, you know, I thought I was going to be meeting homeboy from the bear and it ain't happened. So it wasn't that side of Chicago. Somebody told me it takes like at least an hour to go to that side of Chicago.
The white neck with an apron.
Where I thought I was going to be in the Shy, you know, but it was Rosemont.
I'm glad I wasn't
shout
there.
out to Rosemont. Shout out to Rosemont.
Here's how me and Seindole fangirl. So we went up to the cops when we got to the airport. And if you watch Chicago PD, you know what the uniforms look like. So they had the uniforms on. And we were like, oh my God.
The patch and everything. The patch and everything. So, you know,
it had to be a fucking Dick Wolf show that did that to Krista. Just
and I was like, we were tired, and I had to like, I was like, wait, I'm gonna ask for directions. As soon as I saw the cop, I was like, excuse me, where is everything? I was just looking at him. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so Chicago PD. Like I was just thinking, I was like, this is so Chicago PD. I was like, oh my God. And then when I was with Krista was like, that just made me think of Chicago PD. I was like, I know, with the patch and everything on their uniforms.
I'm like, we're Holstead, we're Voight. Bring back Lindsay, like I'm calling all the characters. Like,
I did think I was about to meet Day Day, yes. I did, but that was a fun moment.
Sick.
But
all right,
Chris, so I don't know where you want to start. Do you want to start with us going like Red Eye and Krusty to JFK, or do you want to get to the hoopla of it all? Okay, go ahead.
So, as I said earlier, before you got, I gave him a little gist of it. So I had hit up Seindole and was like, hey, shout out to my friend because she did the best that she can do with us getting there. She's a flight attendant. She was in Ireland while I'm talking to her. I was able to get.
You did what I told you about trying to get the tickets.
Standby. So as soon
I got you. I told you.
Seindole comes and she picks me up from my house. We go to the airport. And as soon as we gave my friend all the information. As soon as she went to go press pay, or had to go press pay, her flight was taken off. So we had to wait to see if she could get Wi-Fi in the air so she can continue for the flight. Mind you, me and Seindole at the airport like around 6 something in the morning on the air train going into Delta for JFK, and she had no service. Like the messages with green had no service or whatever, right? So now we're looking up flights, and we had to settle for taking American. We go over to the American Airlines part. We had to go back on the air train, go to Terminal 8. It was a lot. So we go to Terminal 8, and the lady, we saw a flight for 9:15. Now, mind you, the 8:15 flight done gone. Saw a flight for 9:15 American Airlines. So mind you, now we're over here. Everything's going through. Then American Airlines messed up with a sort of payment for us. So it just kind of like sucked the pockets dry, like Sahara dry. But we were able
like dry as in I could not get into my account because they thought I was committing fraud type dry. Like using 2 different card type dry. It was continue.
That was American's fault. But we was able to do it. So we was like, right, we're gonna catch this 9:15 flight or whatever. As soon as she was almost done putting input, and she was like, oh man, it's the cutoff time. You can't make this flight. So now we sitting here like, yo, we done came too far to literally go back around, lick our wounds. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
We'll sit in Legends. No shade to Legends or whatever. But I'm like, nah, we came this far. I barely got
Legends
the night before. It wasn't happening. So the next lady, because our lady had to go on break, she booked us on a flight for 3:45
in the afternoon.
Cutting it
close.
Yes. Yeah, that was.
So from 9:15, like 8-something, 9:15, all the way until we had to
like
board.
3 o'clock.
To 3 o'clock. We was sitting in the airport. That's how the idea for the intro came about. That's how the Bonnet and Scarf was born.
Productive.
Yeah, like I even went live on Instagram, which is something I never do. But I was live on Instagram. Shout out to everybody who showed up on my live. But I went live on Instagram and I was like, listen, I'm done with this city girl shit, and I just started this city girl shit. And Chris is sitting there dying, and I'm like, yeah, we both are like tired. I'm crusty. Like we trying to like be flued out. I don't want to be flued out like this no more. I don't want to do it. Like I think I retired before I even started. But like I did my lashes right at the counter, and I'm gonna release that TikTok. Follow me on TikTok because I'm gonna release that TikTok. Like, we got skincare done. She got the intro done. Like we came up with she changed the name there.
Everything.
We put in work.
Everything.
Like, we
just saying there.
I did the whole vlog.
Yep.
I fucking love this. So wait, so y'all got to the airport like with just the clothes on your backs and your bag. And
yeah,
like,
we bought change of clothes
out and back.
Yeah,
okay.
we bought change of clothes.
Okay.
Shout out to our friends. They let us crash with them because all of us had early ass flights in the morning. Like we literally had to go. I think. Y'all know me. I'm always the first one to go to sleep. I promise you, I'm the Roman Reigns.
She did go to sleep first.
I'm the Roman Reigns of the group. You know, they had it in that ride along. They said Roman's always the first one to go to sleep. That's me. It was like, we staying up after we got off of our live. They was like, yeah, we staying up. We da-da-da-da. Y'all staying up. That's not my testimony.
She's like, but she's so cute. She was like, she got on the couch. She's in the corner. She was like, y'all staying up. I'm going to sleep. Mind you, we done went outside. We done on the balcony. We done smoked. We done talked. We done shoot all this shit. And we get back in the room, and she's like curled up, pell and everything, sleeping with her coat on. I'm like, this girl.
Absolutely.
She is quick when she falls asleep. Like
I'm telling you,
she did like her naps.
I didn't even take one today. I did not take one today, so I don't know how I'm feeling right now. Because I know once 2 o'clock.
She's serious about her naps.
I'm gonna take my nap. But I ain't take one today. So
I'm so sick.
So it's just like
naps are crucial.
Where it's at. Naps are crucial,
especially with the 30s. Like, what is
the
that?
Spanish are doing it right. Like, take a break in the middle of your fucking day.
No, closing when I found out they closed everything down for like 2-3 hours so everybody go home and nap, I was like, they're doing right by their people. They're
doing it right. Like,
honestly,
siesta. It calls siesta, right?
Yeah, la siesta.
Yeah, it's like siesta.
Low-key, right now, Spain is like, all of our population is dying and people don't want to have kids. So like, if you are from a country, you have a passport from a country that was colonized by us, you can become a citizen. We allow it. So
I heard that.
I'm low-key over here like,
I guess
on my gold.
It used to be like that in another country, but I think they cut it off because they were like, all right, too many of y'all moving over here. We gotta nip that in the bud.
It's just for a little bit. It's not forever.
I guess
I want to go there. They eat good. They have fiestas and shit. Fuck yeah.
But then we get on the plane, And we're on a plane. We're sitting there. I'm in the middle seat. I hate the middle seat so much.
Tragic.
But I suck it up. Every time, even when we were going home, end up in the middle seat. But thank God. God was like, you've been through enough. We ain't putting nobody in the aisle seat. So I said, shit. I said, not that you don't smell good, Krista, and all, but my ass is sitting on the aisle. I can't do this middle sheet no more. So we on the plane. We finally get there. Mind you, we like, all right, we don't have time. We landed at 5. We ended at 5:30 on the dot. The hotel and the people that let us crash, shout out to Brian and letting us crash completely. Didn't have to. We did. We even had people, when they found out we were coming, people were texting us like, hey, we're staying here if you need to like crash, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can crash in our room.
Nice.
And so we got there and we realized we're looking at the map to get to their hotel. And I'm like, all right, let me just check the GPS to get to Allstate, see how long we got to get to Allstate, because we need to be ready. Like, I was like, listen, I will go with no makeup. And y'all know me. I don't go nowhere without a beat face. It was going to be to the point where if I have to do my brows in the Uber, and I said this to her, I was like, I will do my brows in the Uber. I don't care. Child, we look at the GPS.
That shit said a 3-minute drive and a 6-minute walk.
In the 6-minute walk.
Said,
so when I tell you, so we got to the hotel, only took us 13 minutes to get to the hotel?
Yeah, because of the traffic. But shout out to our Uber driver.
Yeah.
He was not, when I
talk about the Uber driver. You gotta talk about the Uber driver.
He was not trying to sit in traffic. So it's this long line of traffic from the airport. Well, from the airport to the hotel, it's fine. He had to turn, he saw the first set of traffic lights. He was like, nah. So he like drove over this barricade. He's like, fuck this, I'm not.
Oh, yes.
Came around.
Yes. Please tell me he had a sedan.
No, he didn't.
He had a Camry.
No, it was a Honda. Honda Accord.
Oh, he was willing to risk it all for his
He wasn't a fucking sedan. He
was going to risk it all for that too.
So then,
I got to get y'all there.
So then it was another line of traffic. We was like, yo, what's everybody doing? And I thought people in New York drive crazy or in Jersey drive crazy, but these Chicagoans, oh my gosh.
These Illinoisans.
It was literally where traffic is this way, right? And there's like a little opening. You see all these cars fly out, no blinkers on, just over here, just
without a care in the world.
Like they playing chicken with their cars. They playing chicken with their cars, and I'm like, oh,
not our driver.
Y'all just got money, cause baby.
All right, y'all. Hopefully, I'll be back.
Okay. So then,
have a good meeting. Bye.
So then, as the driver goes around this set of traffic, and he's like, "Which hotel is it?" Let me tell you, their hotel was literally behind a Longhorn Steakhouse, Target, and everything else is across the street
in a court, what's it called? Like a mini mall. Had a pizza place, a Subway, a liquor store.
Oh, fuck
yep.
Yes.
So it was that. So then we get there. We take our shots, we get dressed, we head over to Allstate Arena, literally walked over and watch. I promise you, as I'm watching, it's like everybody wants to call me as I'm watching it. So as I'm watching and watching, my friend calls me. I'm like, girl, everything okay? Like, I'm trying to watch as I'm walking to the ring. She goes, oh, you didn't tell me you was going to Chicago. I said, girl, I ain't telling nobody I was going to Chicago. It was literally like super fucking last minute, and I'm here. And she's like, oh, okay. I just wanted to call you, tell you this. And she told me something what she needed to tell me. And we hung up the phone. We made it inside Allstate Arena. And Survivor Series begins. Okay.
Oh, boy.
It was the best. The absolute best. Now, here's my take. Like I said before, I was only there for War Games. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was there for War Games. Like, War Games I've been addicted to War Games ever since last year. Like, I've seen previous ones, the NXT ones or whatever, but being that you brought it up to the main roster, I'm just like, this is all I'm kind of expecting from Survivor Series now. But it was amazing. Shout out to Wilkins. Shout out to Chris Van Vliet. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Stephanie Hardy and Kat. All of them. Like, we're all in the same section. And
I saw you guys had a really cool group there. Like,
all the cool kids were there.
Yeah.
All the cool kids were there.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really fun to be there, to see it. And I realized, like, yo, it hit me. I'm like, yo, this is my third time going to Survivor Series. My second time being in a press conference.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I am so freaking proud of you. Like, fuck yes. Just snaps to you both.
Because when I was in the airport, she was like, what are we going to do? She was like, what are we going to do? I said, Krista, we don't woke up. I'm in JFK. I've parked in long-term parking. There is not one goddamn way that I'm going to take that car long-term booking to go to Legends. I am not going to Legends. I said, and second of all, I said, I have not seen a War Games since NXT. I have not seen a War Games at all. I've never been to Survivor Series. I am not, and I repeat to you, am not going back to New Jersey. We are getting on a plane, no matter what. I was like, my bank account will yell at me later. And it did in the weirdest way, but God damn it, like I said, we gonna worry about it later. So when I got there, mind you, she went to even at that, and shout out to Ticketmaster, because I found out I had a $50 credit from Ticketmaster. So my $150 seat went to a $99 seat, and it was a good ass seat. Because I was sitting in nosebleeds, but I was like first row nosebleeds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally where they had the lights and everything going flicker back. I could have turned off the lights. Like I was lit. That's how close. And I'm looking at just like a little guy behind a little podium, and he's like handling the computer, and I could see who's coming out. I was like, you know what? No shit on Ticketmaster. This was a good setup, and they changed it because you know how Survivor Series has always been a bigger production. I guess because they wanted the All-State to open up because they knew what kind of crowd they were getting. They opened it up like a Royal Rumble entrance, which I think is smart, and I hope they continue doing that because it allowed more seats. Like where I was, it was packed.
Okay.
Period. So I get there and I'm like, I hope these seats aren't bad, blah, blah, blah. And I get there and I'm like, and the guy, he's like, he looks at my ticket, he looks down, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna walk you down there. And he didn't really walk me down there. He walked me like front row. And this guy was sitting in my seat. So you know me, I'm from the tri-state. So I'm like, excuse me, you're in my seat. Just ignores me. Hello, you're in my seat. Just ignores me. As I turn around to go tell the usher he needs to move, this guy with his daughter was like, hey, yo, you didn't hear her? Get up. Just like that. In a pure, like, you ever seen, okay, you know who you remind me of now that I think about it, Chris? I said it, the accent was like Shameless. You know how Liam's, not Liam, the gingerhead one, his boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's how his accent sounded. So he was like, you heard it, you need to get up. The guy didn't even look at me, gets up and moves down a row wherever he wasn't supposed to see it. And I just sit down and I'm like, I really appreciate that. He was like, yeah, I don't tolerate men disrespecting women. Not one bit.
Fuck
like,
yes.
Like, but you're okay though, right? And I was like, oh, I'm good.
Mind you, we over here trying to get Seindole to come down to where we at because we ain't want to leave her by herself. But baby, the way that she had
the best seat in the house.
First of all, I didn't see Jey Uso on top of the steel thing.
I have a video of that. I thought I put it in my TikTok, but I didn't. But I have a video of that. But I was doing it too. That it's all lump-sided, so I didn't use it.
I have a video of me doing it. And I remember I said on Big 4, I said, I want to be in Chicago bopping when Jey Uso come out.
Yo.
I want me manifesting because I definitely spoke.
Look at you. Yes.
Yo. And then I'm sitting there laughing with the two people that were there. And I'm like, so you mean I was like, how Randy Orton late to his own comeback match? You know how I always like talk to myself out loud? Like I did the same thing at Grand Slam. I did it there. I was like, how this man gonna show up late to his own match? The guy behind me that was calling to see, he was like, yeah, how the hell you gonna show up late? I said, I know, right? He was like, yeah, like how the, and then people were just laughing, like it was a good time.
Seindole making friends like a mom at the DMV.
My mom was like, I know you track people to flies like shit. I don't understand why you feel the need to talk out loud about everything. I'm like, because it's me. Like I can't help it.
And then the guy next to me, I forget his name. He's a Samoan guy. He follows on Instagram. I can't remember his name right now. However, I was just like, mind you, I'm over here recording. I'm like, no, Randy. No, Randy. He was like, he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out late or whatever. And then, like, okay, whatever. And then and I love how, and this is just a WWE universe. I love how the clock started at 15 seconds. The crowd was quiet until it got to 10, and then we all started counting.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how to count down from 15. Like we know how to count down from 10. Like don't confuse us like this. Do not confuse us like this. So then I'm like, all right, so what's happening? And I was literally about to stop recording on my camera, on my phone, my camera by. And then Rhea's music, and I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm like, nah, she not cashing in. So then Randy's music hit, and I'm yelling.
Oh yeah, me too.
I don't think I yelled like I did when the Shield reunited that summer, that Raw after SummerSlam. But I'm yelling, and the guy's just like next to me. I'm like, I am so sorry. He goes, no, it wasn't you. It was literally the entire place. Like
it wasn't
Chicago
you. It was
loud.
everybody else.
Chicago is loud. Oh,
yo, when I tell you Chicago is lit, they were staying true to them damn chants the whole night. Even behind me, I'm like, yo, this man gonna come out. He might just appear like Jesus. I'm like, listen. And then I said to myself again out loud, I said, CM Punk is the boogeyman. And the lady next to me started laughing because I say, y'all call this man name 3 times and he shall appear.
Beetlejuice.
Right. So I learned a concept too. So you know how when Sami Zayn was just like how Jay Uso wasn't feeling Usi enough? So the Samoan guy was laughing. He was like, so he said, fun fact, the word Usi, or when Samoan, it means like, he said, when you put it together with like Mata Usi or Mama Usi or whatever, it means fuck you.
Oh.
That's what it translates to.
Wait, what?
It translates to fuck you. So that's why they were all laughing in the ring, because they all knew what it meant. So now when the crowd is saying Usi,
wait, so you mean to tell me so Sami Zayn made that a thing the way fetch can never be a thing, and you mean to tell me that shit means fuck you?
It's a real word.
Wait,
it's a real word,
so Sami Zayn knew that though, right? Because
I hope not.
They made shirts. Krista, there's merch that says Usi on it. Girl, what?
I'm gonna get one just to wear it now. Read the shirt. Read the shirt.
I'm like, do you see my face? I'm like, there's merch.
Yeah, it says Usi.
That says
but no,
Usi
it's
on
together
it.
like Mama Usi or Mata Usi or something. So it's not.
But
just
why would you tell your mama that?
No, I'm not saying your mama that. It's just saying together, like the two words together.
Oh, okay.
Like Mata Usi or like Mama Usi or something means fuck you, not Usi by itself. But I guess
had me
Usi
scared for a second.
I don't know. But that's hilarious.
It is.
But can we just talk about this moment right here, and then we're gonna continue on with.
And for Nia Jax breaking her nose.
But that too.
The man, Becky Lynch, the queen, Charlotte Flair. I love how you ask that question because you always ask what rude. Calm down. You always ask what everyone's thinking, and I think that was like because remember I said on the Big Four that I did not trust what was going on because there's a lot of history between them. But the fact that they're like, you know what, like this is. I remember they asked a question and they're like, listen, we just got back to like we're courting each other, we're dating again. And then you kind of rounded it out by having them say, like, I wouldn't be anywhere without her. That's perfect. Like it was such a good question.
Thank you.
It was such a good moment for them to have.
Yeah.
And especially because like it's a question that you get asked at a panel, seeing it from their perspective, just having the opportunity to have that moment with each other in such a like important stage because like that shit was beautiful, and I'm so proud that you were the one who procured that moment for them. Just
because I was in the text because you saw me in the group chat. I was like, yeah, I'm watching your press conference. I'm like, I was like, y'all better ask a fucking question because we didn't get this far for y'all not to ask no questions. And then Krista hit me back. She was like, you already know I'm front row. I said, damn right. And I'm sitting there in the hall. On my little phone. And I'm like, damn right. I'm like, they better be front row and watch a press conference. And I see the ponytail. I'm like, all right, bet.
Period.
Right.
Damn right. But now there's a meme of me going around on well, I'm in it, but it's not of me. The one that I think Jessica Bryan sent in the group chat.
Oh, the questions that be in the back?
No. Not
that was not that one. That was
okay. Me. That was you. Okay.
So there's this meme. Apparently, no. It's when Emily is asking her question, and I was sitting right next to Emily.
Next to her, yeah.
So the question is, why did you hire CM Punk in spite of the fact that he beat up Young Bucks and Jungle Boy? That was Emily's question. So Triple H's question is, I hired CM Punk specifically because he beat up the Young Bucks and Jungle Boy. But you see me like sitting there and I'm just like, am I a traveling meme now? Like,
you kind of are.
You made it. You're part of the internet.
Listen,
you're part of the internet.
Second time going viral. I will take it.
Take it.
I will take it. So now that we
got
the all
I'll tell my mom. I'll tell my kids I have famous friends that way. Just do it.
Period.
Exactly.
So now that we got that all out of the way, let's honestly jump into Survivor Series. We definitely have to recap. I know we've been recapping Survivor Series on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook social media, but from our perspectives, because we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And being that this was your first Survivor Series, Seindole.
I was like, and I know Krista does. I know Krista has her feelings about it, but to see him actually come out is the best way for me to round out my year. Like the moment, like a manifestation. Like, mind you, I told you guys, I explained my Collision experience. I got to see him then. It's different. He's in a new company. But the fact that a never say never moment happened like that, you guys all talk about like these great moments when you guys go to WrestleMania and all these things. And I'm just like, oh, like I wish I would have been in the building. Like how P felt about seeing Stone Cold. I felt that with him. And I was just like, this man's really fucking here. Like,
yeah,
this is crazy. Like, this is something that I was like, for a while when the match was going on, even the way it ended, like, it could have ended the way that pay-per-view ended and he didn't show up. And I still would have been satisfied that I was in Chicago in my first Survivor Series. It was a good 10 out of 10 experience for me, but that's just like the icing on the top of like a huge cake.
And it's so funny too, because once the pin happened, when Cody pinned Damian Priest, we was motioned to like literally go to the back.
Right.
Yeah. So
like, get moving.
Everybody's watching on their phones and stuff. And I was like, what are you doing? I was like, Brian, there's a TV right next to you. So as soon as Brian turns to the TV, we hear is, oh snap, he's back. He's here. So now everybody's running to the TV.
I saw the video that Alex posted.
Alex's video. Yeah.
I was just like, wait a minute. And I have one too. I was just reacting with Chris Van Fleet and Emily. And I'm just like, yo, like to hear that and to hear it, but then you also kind of missed it, but you were still there when it happened. It was just like, like I said on Big Four, I'm not a huge CM Punk fan because of the fact that when he came into wrestling, I was not watching.
Mm-hmm.
I was tapped out of wrestling. I have no idea what happened between the years of 2003 to 2014. Mm-hmm. I have no clue of what happened between them years. I know a lot of I know of the stuff that hit the internet, a lot of the cringy stuff. You know, Vince McMahon saying the N-word. You know, Vince McMahon blowing himself up. Vince McMahon tearing his quads.
We don't want to talk about the dark times, but yeah.
Actually, see the performance of CM Punk. Maybe I'll go back because as soon as CM Punk came out, WWE and Peacock or whatever put that whole collection out.
Shout out to Peacock for making sure they literally put the Best in the World documentary. They have his debut on ECW. No one talks about the revamped ECW anymore. They have that man's first match against Just Incredible on that playlist. So shout out to Peacock on that note, because that threw me. I was like, and they wasted no time. It was like right after Survivor Series.
They had it ready. They had it ready.
They wasted no time.
Oh, we can't.
He had his merch. He has merch.
And I do want the new hoodie, the new revamped hoodie that they got. I do.
Girl, it's already on pre-order
I
just want to take a quick moment.
And I saw the plaque.
Just to point out that both mine and Seindole's first Survivor Series have been accomplished in real life situation thanks to Krista. Thank you, babe. Thank you, babe.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That is
I noticed that too.
It's a moment.
Listen, I always say if it can happen for me, if I could be put on by somebody, or if I can make a way for myself, I'm always gonna make a way for those who are riding with me. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, all right, well, because I could have easily not told Seindole of the plan, and I could have went by myself, and she would have been home missing out. But that'd have been effed up of me. Like, that's not what my heart is at.
That's not how you do things.
That's not how.
Because you're a ride or die. You're not a ride.
Period.
You're
Like,
not
that's
a.
not
You're
how
not
I
a
am.
ride alone. You're a ride or
Correct.
die, dude. Come on.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
I appreciate that I was able to break your Survivor Series virginities.
Oh
We
my God,
two in
pop that
we
cherry.
2 and 4, bitches. We 2 and 4, bitches. And I don't care when I start, because according to Brian H. Waters, it don't gotta start from the Royal Rumble. It could start from any pay-per-view going around the clock. But we 2 and 4, bitches, and we about to be 3 and 4.
Yeah, we're 2 and 4 this year.
Yes,
because I didn't do Rumble. I did Mania. I didn't do SummerSlam. So I did Survivor Series. Okay, that works. But Seindole, well, Cristina, watching it from home,
Yeah.
and then, you know what's crazy? You know what I never do? I never come back and rewatch the pay-per-view.
I did.
I never do that, and
You
I
did?
did. I did that
Okay.
for the first time. So how would you, watching from home, like being at home watching it on TV, probably with your vacuum bag, which I love so much? How would you rate it? Like, what was your perspective or your outlook on Survivor Series?
To be completely honest with you, I wasn't blown away by this pay-per-view. Like, from
Justin said I broke his too. Come on.
Oh yeah. The
Look
same
at
weekend
us.
of because of the party.
Look at this.
Come on.
Okay,
girl.
Krista being a Survivor Series godmother, like fairy godmother.
I'm about to say she's about to be the wrestling fairy godmother. That's your new
Yeah, no,
name.
for
Just
real.
put that on your
For
Twitter.
real.
Just put that in your bio. Just go
The
ahead and
wrestling
do
fairy
that.
godmother. Yes.
There you go.
I'm gonna change it right now.
Like, honestly, if I'm completely honest with you, and this is something that Greg and I were talking about, and I was also talking about this with my friend Brandon, we were not blown away by the bulk of the pay-per-view. I don't know, like, I know that there's a very big difference with the energy of being at the venue, with being at the event, like, just really just feeling the electricity. It's something completely different that you really cannot, or it's very hard to recreate through TV. But like, for us, there were moments when they were piping in chants. There were like, I don't know, like, it felt, there were moments that felt lacking towards the end. The end was great. I lost my shit when Randy came out. I lost my shit with Jay. I was like, fuck yeah, let's all vibe. I feel like the beginning of Survivor Series and the end were the strongest moments. And it was just not as tight. It was a little meh in the middle.
You know what it is?
That's how I felt too. And being there, that's how I felt.
You know what it is? It's so hard, and that's why I think that's what turned me off from going at first, because it's tricky with these type of themed kind of pay-per-views, which is why I would say, if anybody would say, if there's a pay-per-view I don't mind not attending, it would be Money in the Bank for me, because I feel like the only exciting Money in the Bank to me was the CM Punk Money in the Bank, because it was like, the storyline build of it was just chef's kiss, right? And then the one Money in the Bank match, I automatically knew it was going to be that year. It was going to be Alberto Del Rio. I already knew it was going to be him because the company was so high on him. But it was just the hype of the fact that CM Punk is leaving. He might walk out with the championship. He might defy authority and literally like beat John Cena and then give Vince the finger and then just walk out. That was the excitement, but that was a build behind it. The pipe bomb was a build behind it. So for that pay-per-view, it was exciting to me. But the matches around, when it's such a big thing like that, especially now there's 2 War Game matches. If it was 1 War Game match, I would say, okay, they would have built something differently for women. But the fact that you start with something so high octane and overwhelming, and then you end with something high octane and overwhelming, in the middle is always going to get shuffled. But to me, I will say this. Krista, this is the one time, and I noticed this. They're not a lot of people left their seats for any of those matches.
Yeah.
Nobody went to the bathroom with Rhea. Nobody took a bathroom break with Zoe and Rhea, and that impressed me. Like normally you see like I talk about this, me and Pete talked about this when we went to AEW, when we went to Full Gear. The amount of people going to the bathroom during the day, they're like, all right, well, this is our bathroom break. There was not one bathroom break in the house. Either you missed the beginning of the match or you missed the end. So I give the crowd that. So that's the kind of thing that I see what you're saying in that. Because with a big pay-per-view like that, because you're not going to care about singles matches in the middle. They could have thrown a tag team match in the middle of that. I guarantee you nobody would have cared about it because everybody's looking forward to the War Games in the traditional side, the match, whether they put it on or not. So I can get what you're saying with that.
Now, I want to ask you something because you specifically, Seindole, were there and also rewatched the pay-per-view. Right. I've heard from multiple people that they felt that even though like this was supposed to be Zoe's big moment, like, you know, like people, I was rallying behind Zoe, to be completely honest. Like I can hate on her a little bit, but I was excited for her. And I've heard from multiple sources that she was fumbling a lot, that she was not being safe. Exactly. So I want to know how you feel.
I thought she put on a great match.
Okay.
Krista, you were a little closer to me. What do you think? I didn't see a lot of air, and then honestly, the crowd was into her.
Yeah, they really were. Only thing I wish I could have seen was a Z360, but Rhea blocked it.
Rhea blocked it.
I feel like that match was cut a little bit too short. Because
yes, definitely.
You attempt a Z360 for somebody, but we've seen it before. Like you attempt a finisher, you do your own finisher or whatever. You try to pin, you kick out, you go and do it again. We didn't get that.
Okay.
We got Zoe stopping. We got Rhea stopping Zoe's 360, Z360, and then Rhea hitting her with whatever her finisher is, and that was it. A riptide, right? And then that was it. So P and I made a video. P and I was like, you know, we like that Rhea won, but we could have at least had a Z360 hit. Like we could have.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this cemented Zoe to be your go-to, like she's going to be a champion one day in my eyes. Yes. I think she'll make a great champion. I think she is stride. I think with her set, they're still trying to warm her up to us. So for her to have that match, I think it was a good warm up. I think the more matches that she gets, she'll be good. But I see it in her. I actually like I said, I was like, that was my match of the night besides the War Games matches because they put on a really good exhibition. Like, I know everybody's like,
I agree.
I think everybody is literally obsessed with Gunther now. That like having him go up against Miz was kind of like he's just like, to me, I was like, well, Gunther's winning. I said that during the big four. I'm like, I don't think anything's changing hands, and I think Escobar is gonna win because you want to showcase the new talent, and they did just that. Like, if you look at the Survivor Series, only 3 veterans participated in this Survivor Series. Everybody else is either former NXT. Everybody is either the first class of NXT or the recent class of NXT. If you look at it, because it's only Randy, CM Punk debuting, and then you have The Miz having his Intercontinental match. We now have a full circle of NXT at PLEs, which is what it's supposed to be about. So that's why I was like, to me, Zoe and Rhea, they put on a good show to me.
They did. And
I liked it.
What I wanted to point out, Bianca, Becky, Jay, and Sammy were on winning teams this year and last year.
Mm-hmm. And then the only person who had, the only 3 people who had their 3 people that had their first War Games matches were Shotzi, Cody, and I think it was Kyrie Steen's first Survivor Series. Charlotte. So those 3.
Yeah.
Wait, Shotzi didn't have a War Games match at NXT?
Shotzi?
She did.
Did she?
She did.
Justin.
She did. No.
Justin, we need you.
Shotzi was in the same War Games match with Io.
You're right.
She did the trash can thing the first time.
So it's only really Charlotte and Cody.
And Cody, yeah. And it's crazy how that was, you know, Cody's Dusty's match, and Dusty and Ric Flair have gone at it how many ever times, and then you have Charlotte and Cody still carrying that torch.
That's
I think it was great.
Really
I think that
actually really
listen, this pay-per-view got no complaints for me. Even like I said, no one got up out of their seats to go to that match. Like for that women's war games to follow up with Escobar and Dragon Lee, I quite enjoyed Dragon Lee, I'm not gonna lie. And I want to see Escobar do his thing. If this was his way, if Santos becoming a heel, this was a great way to let him get a pin at a PLE.
He's a great heel.
Absolutely.
He's good. He's gonna be
I love that man.
Got no complaints for me. Listen. Andrade gone, so I need another new Latino. He want to be my new Latino. He is allowed.
You know what I also love when
he's giving that Namor energy, and I'm here for it.
What it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
You know what I also love? It was funny too because Dom was the last one to enter his match, into the match for his team. So while he was in the cage by himself, the whole crowd kept yelling, "Dom, you suck!
Dom, you suck! Dom, you suck!"
So he went in and he was covering his ears, like he didn't want to hear it.
And full disclaimer, those were not filtered boos you heard. They genuinely cheered for that boy. That was real. Like your ears were all you heard. Woo, like
it's getting to a point where I'm starting to feel really bad for Dominic.
No, don't.
No,
he want that, but you don't understand. He want that. Like I go on CM Punk's like page on the WWE comments, and he posted a GIF of the Rock rolling his eyes. So then CM Punk in his story put a picture of when he had his feud with Rey Mysterio and his family was in the ring when he was straight edge society.
When he had like all of them.
I was like, yo,
I was like, this is what is good. It pisses me off.
This is what I need.
It pisses me off because this boy is actually fucking genius. He knows I'm sorry, go on.
No, go on.
No, like it pisses me off because I'm starting to feel for this little guy. No, he's not a little guy, but you know, for Dominic,
for him.
And it's just hello, welcome back.
I'm back.
Hello.
You are.
I see we lost Krista. Where's Krista?
She's gonna be right back. She's
okay.
coming back.
Okay. Can't we talk about the fact that Shotzi looked like Cynthia from the Rugrats?
I love it. I mean, she means wall torture.
I will say, I'm so proud and happy for Shotzi because, like, I feel like everyone always has blamed her for those like gimmick matches going wrong, whether it was Money in the Bank, what was it last year? Herself. And no, she so did. Like, this was Shotzi's chance right there, and she killed it. I'm so happy for her because I'm like, that girl can wrestle. I don't care what nobody say. That girl legit. Okay, she didn't have to mess up with a ladder or two. Let it go. Let it go.
First of all, Shotzi redeemed herself from last year because I was there. Yeah,
I'm the kind of person who talks shit about Shotzi's wrestling. So she did good this time.
Even Triple H gave her props. But wait, I have an emergency announcement real quick. So my friend called me and she was like, "Call me back. It's urgent." I said, "What the fuck happened? What's going on?" So she has an 17-year-old, about to be 18-year-old daughter, and she's got her college admissions right now. And she called me to tell me that baby girl just got accepted into Yale University. I was just like, all right, I gotta go, y'all. I was like, I'm gonna shout her out right now. I'm gonna stream, but yay!
Proud auntie had to call.
Congratulations!
Congrats. That's lit. That's lit.
She did.
That's lit.
She wants to get ready to go to SmackDown now too, because she's gonna be at SmackDown.
Like she said, by the way, baby girl got into Yale, but I'm going to SmackDown. Have fun. Bye.
No, baby girl's going to SmackDown.
Baby
girl told me she's going to SmackDown.
No, that's lit. What a Friday.
What a way to celebrate good times.
Seindole, are you going to SmackDown tonight?
I am actually going to HOG, House of Glory.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm gonna hang out with House of Glory a little bit because I didn't pay for the ticket, and also I want to see them react to Swerve. So because Prince Nana is in the building, so you know me, I want to be like, we're not. So I am on my way to HOG, and also shout out to Ashe Wrestling down in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes,
we had a couple of the wrestling fam is down there. Shout out to Nick Shin. I will be watching when I come home on my phone because Joshua Gresham is going up against Darius Carter.
Yes.
And y'all know how I feel about Mr. Darius Carter.
Right.
So I will be watching that match.
And Swole is hosting.
Yep.
And Swole's hosting. And we love Trisha Dora. She's going against the iconic Aja Gong.
Look in the comments. P's about to text you about HOG. Cha-Cha's going to SmackDown. I'm like, ugh, just rub it.
I wish I was going to SmackDown, to be honest.
Rub it in my face.
I'm still trying to decide on Rumble or not.
Girl,
what do you mean decide?
Excuse me.
We're coming.
No.
Listen,
let me get the floor. Mm-hmm. Heel time.
Put the main camera on her.
Excuse me. If we are coming to Florida, right? And if you were in the group chat, and I'll pull it up too, and you was in the group chat was like, nah, Rumble's lit. Come down to Florida. We lit. We out here.
I did say that.
Florida, and your ass go. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish you would.
Pablo. Let me tell you something. Did you not hear that this girl had me outside her house at 5 a.m. to get to JFK at 6 a.m, and we still got on a flight? Pablo. She's serious. Look at her face. She's serious.
So I was just like, hold on.
She will take you out of your house by your tail. Like, you don't understand. It's
only a 3-hour drive.
The hoodie will be in her nails like this if you don't come. Like, we will make a way for you. You don't understand how crazy we are. Like, Capital One will yell at me again. Listen, Capital One.
Get out of my comments, Justin. Get out of my
comments. Is a Petri just a sweat and regret? No, because listen.
Look, I know St. Petersburg is the home. I know St. Petersburg is the home of the $5 draft people, like from Florida Bama Shore. But we need you there. I see Florida Bama Show. I know who goes down there. If you ever watch Florida Bama Shore, you know why people don't go to St. Petersburg.
It's only. I will say it's only 3 hours, like a 3-hour drive for me. Like, it's nothing crazy. I could make the drive.
That is bearable.
I'm gonna see what's tea with them tickets though. That's my thing. Tickets.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Rumble tickets.
It's the tickets.
Yeah, it's the tickets. I heard it's the tickets.
And then it's the fact that it's in a hot ass baseball field. I'm going out.
That's
out.
what I'm. Well, no, it's a dome. They're gonna close the dome. There's no way they're keeping it open.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
They might keep it open.
True.
It depends on the weather in that area.
January.
No, it's not cold in January. In January, the low is like.
Pablo, stop playing with me, okay?
Tampa.
Read the comment.
Number 1, Krista, number 2, again, natural disasters. Right? Like,
why y'all playing with me? Like, why y'all playing in my face?
Oh, it doesn't even retract. Yeah, it's just closed up. Tropicana is closed up, so it's we straight inside.
Was his own country during COVID, so we just.
I'm finna just pull out my journalism degree and be like, let me do press.
Do it.
I'm telling you. What are we doing?
Do it.
Like, I'm this close.
Listen, Pablo, the minute you put up your social
in journalism so that I can get my press passes. Like,
listen, the minute you put up your social media, you be like, as soon as they see that hi, my name is Pablo and the numbers, they're gonna be like, oh, she got to be in the building. Like,
that's a fact.
They're letting you in.
It's a fact.
Trust me.
I'm sorry. What are their numbers?
And you already had that's an
you better start flexing, Pop.
Somebody give me the tea on how to do it, and I'll do it.
Where's Patricia? Patricia.
Okay, P. I'm gonna take you, P.
Patricia,
give me the tea.
I got you.
Whoever, somebody give me the tea, because I will. I'll pull up. I'll make videos all day. Y'all know my boy back over there. It's not there no more, but CM Punk there. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be WWE number 1 fan girl.
We got Pablo, right? P. We got Pablo.
I'll be in there asking the real questions at the press.
I will be there with the cameras.
But if you stand up and you're like, "Hi, my name is Pablo," listen. Think of the. I tell Krista the same thing. We're making this trip.
Look, it's gonna be the what? Because Pablo tall.
Pablo's so tall.
Triple H will be like, you ask me questions, but do you want to get in the ring? And I'll be like, no, baby.
Listen,
I got a bum ankle.
Pablo, this is what I told.
We out.
This is what I told Krista. Think of the content. Think of the content. The content That's it.
That's all.
Content.
You know how crazy that would be?
It'd be nuts. Come on.
Got it.
We're manifesting this
We are.
for Pablo. We are.
We are. We
Take
are.
us out.
Let
We
me
out.
see,
There we
let
go.
me see how I can sprinkle my fairy godmother dust
Come on.
We're
on this.
Peter?
On this.
No, I'm down. I said in 2024 I was going to do way more wrestling content than I do anyway. So
well, you should start from now so that they can know and we're tagging and stuff, because the way that I be putting out videos on TikTok, and I'm like, at first I was just like, I didn't want to do it, but I'm like, yo, this is fun.
It's so fun.
It
is fun.
As long as I always feel the fun part of it and not the work part of it, then I will have no issues. And that's my problem. Right now, this is work. Like
I always forget the fun part of it, always, and I'm just letting that shit fall to the side. I need to catch up with y'all because y'all are like, wait, no, those wrestling girls are almost at 1,000, so you guys can stream there soon.
Yeah, you can. You go live there. It's 1,000. No, Justin, you got to do it too. Everybody got to come. If I'm going, everybody got to go, and everybody got to do press.
In there.
We all.
I know. Listen. I know it's the home of the follow the draft people, but like I just want to be at a Rumble. Like we could just get off the plane, go and get right back on a plane. That's all we gotta do.
True, because the airport is literally like right there. The airport is literally 15 minutes away. Not even.
So my question is, are we staying in Tampa?
You're staying in it's Tampa Bay.
You could do either because they're so close to each other.
Yeah.
You could do either, and it's gonna be because I ain't gonna lie to you, traffic gonna be bad. It's shitty. It's backed up, so it might be better to stay in St. Pete. But like you could do either if you just give yourself enough time to get there. Like,
but what about like the other events and stuff? Like, will that be in Tampa? Will that be in St. Petersburg? Like, this is my thing. Like, I
think the Raw before that, if you look at the new schedule, the Raw before that is in Miami. I don't know if they're going to be doing SmackDown in Tampa itself and then do the pay-per-view in Tampa.
Time out. Pause before we get up out of here. Pause. You said the SmackDown
Raw is in Miami. Raw? I said what I said. I'm going to send the schedule right now. Hold on.
Time out. So we got Miami, Tampa Bay, Tampa. This man who's from all of these places.
He's gonna show up to Denver before he shows back up in Miami. I hate to break your heart. I don't want to do this to you on your own show, but unless Deion Sanders decides he wants to coach the Miami Dolphins, it's not happening. I hate to do this to you, and you can kick me out.
Talk trash about the Dolphins.
I'm not talking trash about the Dolphins, but I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. Here's what could happen. I live only 40 minutes from Miami. So if y'all flew in to either where I live or Miami, I'm just saying we go to Raw and then just road trip over to.
I'm down with Miami.
Tampa.
I'm a Miami girl.
I'm just saying. It's only a 3-hour drive from Miami over to Tampa, or 3.5 from Miami over to Tampa.
That means we all got to be on the same flight because Pablo's probably gonna make one trip to the airport.
Nah, it depends on where you fly. I got an airport that's 20 minutes from the house. Like it's not even 15. So if you you go there, or you can fly into Fort Lauderdale or Miami. It's 3 airports in my location.
I like Miami. I'm a Miami girl. Like I ain't been in Miami. I haven't been
in Miami in a minute.
And Raws there are always fun. I've always had a good time at Raws in Miami. Always.
Right,
the Casilla Center is great. Yeah,
we're gonna have to hit this group chat. But any last
trying to figure it out?
Because
any last words before we go? Put some respect on CM Punk. Name everybody. My man is back. He's good for business. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying you gotta like him. We not here to make friends. We're here to make money.
I don't get the Pepsi reference. I don't get the Pepsi reference. Can somebody please coach me on this Pepsi reference?
So he has a Pepsi tattoo on his right hand shoulder. It was his first ever tattoo.
And his OG finisher was the Pepsi plunge, which is the pedigree off the top turnbuckle.
When he was in Ring of Honor.
So is it because Pepsi is his favorite drink?
We don't know.
I think he was weird.
No, listen, nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative.
Does anyone know what CM stands for? Does anyone know what CM stands for? The man just be
magnet. Chick magnet. Yes, it does. He had to say it, and I know because it's court document. Because when he got sued, they asked him that in court, so it's court document.
Yeah, Chick magnet, Phil.
Chick magnet.
Yeah.
I mean, not gonna lie, him and John Cena got comparable. Him and John Cena was beefing more than one way.
Listen, he bagged. Listen, he had Maria, he had Lita, he had AJ, he had Daphne, he had Phil was bagging them bitches. I don't care.
Him and John Cena were going toe to toe.
Bagging STD along with that because goddamn.
No.
Him and John Cena were going back to
Nikki Bella said he was hot at one point when they were doing the interview, but he was bagging the bitches.
Him and John Cena was going toe to toe. I'm telling you, not only were they fighting at Money in the Bank, they was fighting backstage for all the women. I'm telling you, because John Cena roster from WWE crazy.
Yo, son, the fact that you had Nikki cheating on her husband,
Kenny Dykstra, crazy.
And then you turn around, go get married to your high school sweetheart, and you leave her for dust.
And you leave her for Nikki Bella, and then you become the biggest heel that you can ever be in real life on a reality show, just to leave all that behind to marry an engineer CEO. Listen.
John he built different. Don't even get it. The Dolph Ziggler of it all.
Son, the fact that he bagged Amy Schumer, he's the butt of Amy Schumer's jokes.
But the fact that he had Nikki Bella and then went to Amy Schumer is what killed me. Though.
No, the fact that he did all that and slept with Sonny, child.
They're being messy.
Dolph Ziggler.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop right here. This is turning into a telenovela.
Oh yeah. Orton and Cena both.
I told you wrestling. What did I say in my tweet? I said wrestling is a telenovela, the longest telenovela.
I have been saying this for years.
I gotta go get my tire fixed. I gotta go put gas. Yo, y'all girls running off for 6 miles before she on E. I gotta get ready for this event. I gotta get ready.
All right, y'all.
It's a lot. But I feel like this is a talk for TWG After Dark.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta put a birthday for that.
Whenever we decide when TWG After Dark is, I'm just gonna make sure that I take a nap during that day. Cause y'all know me, I'll be on this camera like
a 3-hour nap.
No facts. Felt that.
Just prep yourself. Just prep yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna prep. It's amazing. But
we're gonna be drinking too.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a nap before then. Well, this was fun. Thank you to Seindole B, my bonnet, the bonnet to my headscarf.
Thank you, scarf.
You're welcome. Thank you for being our guest. Thank you for indulging in our 24-hour travels in Chicago.
And thank you for being the only other person that's standing up for CM Punk with me. And P honorable mention because P
is Switzerland, but we love her anyway.
Listen, I'm wearing Pepsi Blue today, so don't come at me. I'm coming around.
I have no issues with CM Punk. I just need to see for myself what he
needs to be. I will say this: I love my guy, but he does need to be professional. Don't fuck up this money because you pissed me off when you fucked up your AEW bag, and I don't know what kind of deal they have for you to break your 9-day clause.
AEW, and here's my thing. Here's why I'm gonna defend Phil and Lord Jesus, and I know this is recorded.
Everybody recording. Crispin, write this down. Write this timestamp down.
We don't really know if the fuck up was really on him. It's just easier to say that it was on him because of what he portrayed in WWE. And given everything that's been coming out about AEW now, I will not solely put that on Phil. Justin,
thank you. Thank you.
What did say? No, write it down.
Listen, people, if the mighty Krista has said it is not on CM Punk, then the majority must rule this not on CM Punk. Krista's a logical one in the group. So let's be real. She's a logical one in the group. So she sees it.
One point.
Yes, go ahead.
The Young Bucks character right now is what?
Don't ask me. I haven't watched the show.
A bunch of kids throwing a tantrum.
Oh yeah.
Like they are leaning into this. It's them.
They know what they're doing.
You know what I need to see come to AEW? I mean WWE and be like, F it. I want to hear Kenny Omega at Royal Rumble. That's all I need.
No, you know who you're gonna hear it from? You know who you're gonna hear it from if two people I think you're gonna hear it from if they really get into it. If Ricky Stark leaves and if MJF leaves. But I'm banking on Ricky Stark. I'm banking on him.
Oh, and you know who just posted Ricky?
We know why you don't, but I'm just saying.
You know who just posted Ricky on their story the other day?
Jade Cargill.
And you know where Ricky B? You know where Ricky B training at? Not the Nightmare Factory.
Not the Nightmare Factory. You mean the one that's Cody Rhodes' school? Like the one that
and the other person who owns it is leaving AEW at the end of the year. QT Marshall. Wow, that's so crazy.
And his co-pilot?
Oh no, QT already left. You ain't see the tweet?
Yeah, he's gone.
QT already left.
Oh, he just gone out. So who runs the Nightmare Factory day to day? QT. That's crazy. Sounds like a lot of people can talk. Sounds like a lot of people.
It sounds like, you know.
Well,
sounds like 2024 is going to be great for WWE.
2024.
Yo, I want a Dark Side of the Ring on this whole thing.
Oh, and you know who else is a free agent in a couple of months? Damn, Daniel Garcia.
Oh.
I like how we all just did that. I like how we all just did that. What? All right. This was amazing. We back next Friday, same time, same place.
I want to come back.
Please let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Wait, let me say to my voice.
Invited.
You can find me on YouTube at Seindole B, aka Reload Relive. You can find me on Instagram at reload.relive. As always, it's your honorary wrestling girl, Seindole B. You can also catch me on TikTok at Reload Via Film, where I will now be talking a lot of shit about my wrestling conspiracy theories and my new Roman Empire. So check out the latest one. It's about CM Punk and Seth Rollins and why he flipped out the way he did. So check out that TikTok and drop a like in there and a comment if you agree or disagree. Also, you can catch me every Wednesday with my TWG Other Fam with the other 3 bestest friends that anybody can have. Shout out to Queen PR, the better half of those wrestling girls. It's Justin Rich, and from the wrestling realm, Brian H. Waters. Every Wednesday, we are in a fan club at 7 o'clock. And next week, in honor of Edge and Christian going one-on-one each other, I'm glad to announce it is Edge and Christian Appreciation Night. So we will be having a good grand time. Beats with us. It's on Twitch, goes live on YouTube every Wednesday. And I always drop a little message. Whatever you guys think, don't care what you think. Phil's back. He's not here to make friends. He's here to make money. And also, as Krista B said, only 50% of the things that have happened to him are actually his fault, and the rest is him playing with children. Thank you guys for having me. This has always been fun. This has been really fun.
I didn't say playing with.
Not playing with children. He's been hanging out with children all day.
I don't.
He's been hanging out with children all day. Oh, I need a 5-second pose. Okay. Thank you guys so much for having me.
I have to figure out how to take that off. All right, Cristina.
You can find me at Crispa Contreras on Instagram and Twitch. I have been off of Twitch for a little bit. I am coming back now that it's December, and you can find me on TikTok and Twitter as Crispa120. I am getting my shit together, y'all. So come and check it out.
Yes, Queen.
Pablo.
You can find me on TikTok at Pablo The Don, all one word. I talk about music. I talk about wrestling. I do all those things. You can find me on Instagram at Pablo, the letter T, Don, where I'm trying to talk about music and wrestling, but I need to be more consistent. And then I'm here. When am I here? Oh, for Thirsty Thursdays, every second Thursday of the month. And then, maybe in 2024, we come back to Twitch and we talk more about wrestling and watch more live streams together. So, yeah, thank you for having me.
We love the live streams, by the way.
We love the live streams, for real. I'll be flooding the comments every time I see. And of course, you can find me, Miss Krista B, on Instagram at ms_KRISTAB_ and on Twitter, ms_KRISTAB. I am one half of those wrestling girls. Shout out to my better half, Miss Queen PR. Shout out to the rest of the fam. It's Justin Rich, Brian Hollywood Waters. Shout out to these beautiful people who I call my friends, that we can be up here every Friday. Next Friday, we'll be back at 4 p.m. We'll be talking about this epic SmackDown that's going to happen. We'll be talking about if Randy Orton gives Logan Paul an RKO. We're going to see what my girl Bianca got going on. We're going to see what's going to happen with Charlotte. We're just going to talk everything SmackDown and whatever happens in between. On that note, it's your girl Krista B with Crispa, Pablo, and Seindole B, and we are out of here. See you
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you guys.